Hey all, and welcome to Shadow of Space, and we're commenting on another BCP video. This one is titled, Washington DC residents shocked they can enjoy life after Trump stomps out crime and cleans up city. This was uploaded, oops, hold on, did not do my check, probably shouldn't have to. This was uploaded May 25th. This is being recorded May 26th, and link is in the description.
On this hot and sunny day here in Washington, D.C.,
Time is a relative thing,
I don't think
you know.
anybody can open up their social media and not see this story of the fountain at Malcolm X Park, otherwise known as Meridian Hill
I didn't see this.
Park here in Washington, D.C., is working. It's been not functioning for nearly a decade. News 4's Catalina Perez de Arminian is live out there. And the water is flowing behind you, Catalina. I know a lot of people are happy about it.
Joseph, yeah, because it's so hot out here today. But those who came out here tell me that they're just so happy that the fountains have reopened and are flowing, as you can see, because they say they provide a fresh space for both locals and tourists to enjoy areas like this one all over our city, especially with the warmer months ahead.
This is the most amount of people I have seen here ever. It's incredible, and it's a lot cooler, and people just enjoying, and this is amazing.
It's great. We love being in the city and having an outdoor space that's safe and clean and open like this is fantastic.
There are sirens going off in the background.
It's so nice. It's really, really a big improvement over not having the fountains on. And obviously, it's drawing a lot of people to the park.
Boy. So we got to talk about a story that the mainstream liberal media certainly is not going to talk about, because you would have to give the president credit for something, right? The only thing they want to do is criticize the president. And remember, Democrats in the mainstream liberal media heavily criticize President Trump for taking over DC, right?
Yes, they do.
Look, DC is a shithole, and we want to make our capital beautiful, right? We want the capital to be a place where people actually want to come, where tourists actually want to visit, and that helps the local economy, that helps the local people. It also improves the standard of living, it improves the quality of life. People can actually enjoy the amenities that our tax dollars are paying for. And lo and behold, President Trump, after a year, has been successful in transforming DC into a place that seems to be kind of fun and livable. And you have DC residents who are shocked that they can now enjoy Meridian Park, Malcolm X Park. There's a fountain out there that's been closed since the Obama years, and now all of a sudden is open back up after Trump and his efforts to beautify the city now seem to be paying off. Okay, and again, I want to talk about this story because stuff like this matters, right? This is the difference between liberal governance and Republican or conservative governance, right? Republicans, conservatives actually care about keeping cities clean, locking up criminals, and creating an environment where people can actually live and enjoy life, right? And again, I think that's the biggest part of this story is the transformation that DC has undergone in a year. It took some time, but you're now seeing the results. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I'm gonna dox myself because I'm moving, but I've lived near Meridian Hill Park in DC for almost 2 years now, and the water's never been in the pond there. This has never happened before. I was always too afraid to come here because of the homeless people, but they're all gone. And it seriously looks like Paris.
Secretly excited.
I mean, I've never seen this many people out here. I mean, look, everyone is enjoying it. Everybody. A year ago, Trump said he was going to clean out DC, and he did. It is clean, it's calm,
because people notice. I feel like part of having a vibrant culture is having water that just flows in specific channels in the city. It's very,
quiet,
very
except for
organic.
the Chipotle down in Navy Yard, apparently this weekend, but I wasn't there for that. The homeless are out.
Water, like trees, yeah, okay, but like especially water, just because water is something, depending on how far away you actually are from like a pure water source, can show luxury, extravagance. We have so much water that we literally just have it run in the streets.
The birds are chirping, the water is in, the ponds, the fountains are working. Thank you, Mr. This is the benefit of having a construction man as your president.
I guess he isn't just building the
Facts.
ballroom.
It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Okay, when you have a real estate mogul as your president, of course he's going to be interested in building things. Again, it takes time, unfortunately, because a lot of red tape that you have to deal with when you're in government that you don't have to deal with in the private sector. But regardless, the point is that the president is turning DC into a place that people can actually enjoy again. She kind of compared it to Europe. She compared it to Paris, in which, I've been to Paris. I've been to France, Greece, Spain. Yeah, I mean, those countries, for as much as I have my criticisms of Europe, I can't say that, at least aesthetically speaking, that is not beautiful. It is beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And I think having that type of experience or environment in the United States, something that we can enjoy, is important, right? It is a representation of our culture, what we built, right? The civilization that we built. And unfortunately, I think the main thing I noticed, the difference between Americans and how people live in foreign countries, is that we don't really go outside that much anymore, right? We don't really enjoy our parks, our malls, our public amenities in the same way that people do in foreign countries. That's one thing that I have noticed. But again, I think one of the reasons why is because crime is out of control in these little cities, and people just don't want to put their lives at risk, trying to go to a park or to enjoy a day out.
I mean,
because you got.
I do kind of question how much crime has actually diminished as a result of this. Have the homeless people in this park truly been cleared? Have they been housed? Have they been subjected to whatever has been deemed appropriate for the homeless population in this area? Or have they simply moved them so that they're no longer here? I guess I don't know.
Homeless people everywhere, criminals running around. In this case, the fountain wasn't even open, right? They now have, water flowing, right? It doesn't even look good, right? So at the very least, you now have a space that people can enjoy. And again, I think this is a big deal. And this is something that our politicians...
In the public, that people can come out and hang out and be together in the same place, enjoying the same things together.
Because they don't think it's important, right? However, I do think it's important, and I like the fact that Trump is focusing on trying to actually make America look like a great country, right? Because that's a part of being the greatest country on earth, right? A part of being the greatest country on earth is being able to actually enjoy it, right? So, again, there's more individuals who are seeing the great work that the president is doing and giving him the credit.
What's up, y'all? What a beautiful morning in Washington, D.C. It's absolutely beautiful, man. Look at it. You saw the video with President Trump when he went to China, right? Y'all saw how beautiful the Chinese place was. Wherever they were, when they were walking outside, y'all saw it. I think the pavement was white. They had flags everywhere, and the military was in order.
Yeah.
And everything was crisp, and it looked so beautiful, man. It's like you're almost proud to be a Chinese when they show that scene. So President Trump, he's like, America is the greatest country in the world. No matter how great the other countries are, America is the greatest country in the world. So when these dignitaries come here, we shouldn't be in tents.
No.
So he tried to. So he upgrade the ballroom.
Is that what you're advertising to the foreign dignitaries? Is how our homeless people have their own little sectioned off places right in front of the hotels?
For the White House. The White House, our house, so-called the American citizens' house. President Trump.
Yeah, I mean, Trump realizes that presentation matters, right? First impressions matter. Again, if we want to be the greatest country in the world, we should probably look like it, right? We should look like we're the greatest country in the world. I 100% agree with that. And that's the
way that you become that is by acting like it. You have to emulate that
I'm
behavior.
not bothered by the ballroom.
If you
I'm not bothered
can't agree on what that behavior looks like, then you're just gonna do whatever you want and then say, "Oh, this is the culture that I'm looking for."
by Trump's beautification efforts. I think the media, they just like to find things to complain about. I want our country to actually look like a great country, right? I want people to actually
Because they're fed off of hatred. They're fed off of negativity. So the more they can generate hate and fear, the more they can control the people that they're trying
go
to
outside and to enjoy life, right? To enjoy what the country has to offer.
instill
We don't
with
do
fear.
that as much as we should, right? We don't, because again, everything is going downhill. We've allowed a small percentage of individuals to take over these spaces, and it's just unacceptable. Okay, it's making our country look like we're not the greatest country. Okay, and that we got a lot of problems and issues that we need to figure out. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you.
Trying to revamp.
This is kind of a contrast to the fights at the graduations the other
White House
day.
so it could look good. And he did not use taxpayers' dollars. They were private donors. And the Democratic Party
Getting a
still
little
complain about
balance. That's good.
that. They try to block him from doing that. He's doing something good. He's not even using the taxpayers' dollars. And they blocked him. Barack Obama, on the other hand, took the taxpayers' dollars and put up a basketball court. He put up a basketball court. He wanted to seem hip. To garner the black votes. So black men and black people.
But the problem with basketball courts is that you can really only use them for basketball. If you aren't playing basketball, then they don't really do anything. Anyone can go to a big body of water and even just roll up their pant legs and just kind of dip their legs
They think,
in.
oh, Barack Obama is cool, man. He got a basketball court in the White House. See how they use us? They think we're stupid, y'all. Barack Obama got $40 million or something. I think it was 40 billion or million. I think it was million, to do something about the parks in Washington D.C. to clean up the banks and stuff like this, right? The one next door. I'm not sure what it's called. And the people said after he said he was done, they were like, the water was just as dirty as it was before he started. So who knows where that money went? It seems to me, well, I can see it for myself. I'm standing here.
Because that's the thing, is that it's nice to have now, but if people decide to become pigs and throw their trash in it and use it for God knows what people would use it for, you can enjoy it, but enjoying it comes with the responsibility of maintaining it. You can't not have these two things. You either don't have it, or it falls into disrepair because of neglect.
DC is a whole lot different since President Trump been president. You got the National Guards everywhere. You have more flags up when you're in the station. Capitol's right there. There's no barricade. You have less homeless on the streets. It's just everything just seems so much better, man. Because President Trump understands and he respects this country. He said the motorcade, when he first became president, the motorcade drove through DC, and he was like, he couldn't believe how many homeless were on the streets, how dirty the city was, and just certain parts of the city was just, he was like, nah, for this to be the United States of America, the country that gives subsidies to other countries, the so-called greatest country in the world. He said, we gotta do better than this. And since he became president, say what you want to say, the city has become a whole lot cleaner. And it seems as if foreigners are the only people that appreciate the United States. I'm a foreigner. If I say I hate the United States, because the Democratic Party always trying to tell you that the United States is the worst country in the world. It was made through slavery and everything negative about the.
And yet everyone wants to come here. And yet California, which is a state in the South, the slave-owning South, is one of the most sought places to live, according to Gavin Newsom, I believe, in the world. I guess people really like their white supremacy and their slavery, huh?
But yet, people from all over the world are here. Willingly, they came here, brought their families here. People from all over the world, even the countries that's supposed to be your enemies, China, Chinese are here. You have Russians that live in the United States.
Yeah?
A lot of people understand this is a country of where dreams come true. A lot of people understand that. And I think black people, black Americans especially, because Africans understand that. Africans left their home. We left our home and we came here. We don't care about what happened 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 400 years ago. How is it now? It's existential. What's going on now? If you got foreigners that's here complaining about the United States, they left their home and came here and they're complaining about the United States.
Facts, right? So again, I think that this is great. The media criticized the president for sending in a National Guard, using a National Guard in order to stop crime, right, or to prevent crime. They criticized the president for trying to make D.C. beautiful. But look at the result. Look at how people are able to actually enjoy the city again, right?
You know what's funny is that a lot of people probably won't even know that Trump did this. I don't know what they would say, but they'd probably blame it on. They would probably attribute it to just about anything else.
Again, this is the difference between Democrat governance and Republican governance, right? Look at how when a Republican is running D.C., look how D.C. gets cleaned up. That is what the liberal voters, that is what the voters out in Los Angeles and all these liberal cities need to understand and realize. They need to look at the difference. These cities like New York City, Los Angeles, they were in their heyday when they had Republican leadership, okay? That's when those cities were the great cities that everybody kind of remembers those cities as, right? It's when Republicans were running the city because, again, Republicans, conservatives, we focus on crime, getting homeless people off the street, quality of life, right?
No.
Making sure things are clean.
We care about natural beauty. We care about, for as much as people say that Republicans just want to destroy the environment, like, no, we supposedly, there was a point in time when we recognized the beauty of the country. The whole rationale behind national parks was to preserve the natural beauty of the country. Was to preserve those natural refuges so that they wouldn't be touched or built in. As I was watching something today, and it's one where they were talking about those big wind turbines. Oh, they're so beautiful. They're completely artificial. You have this nice rolling landscape with, maybe like some trees in the background, and then you've got this enormous desk fan.
Okay, we don't want to live in a dirty.
It is a testament to human arrogance. It is a testament to people who believe that they have fully mastered their environment, really just waiting to be humbled by the next natural disaster to show how little they actually have prepared for any of this.
It's really that simple. So I think the president is owed some apologies when it comes to what he's doing with D.C. Clearly, the residents are enjoying it. And I'm just hoping that this is an example that people can learn from and see, okay, yeah, this is the difference between having somebody that actually cares about a city and how it looks and safety running it versus a Democrat. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most important.
I think it looks nice. I think that the people in D.C. are probably very happy that this is on, especially with summer coming on. With the days getting hotter, with the days getting longer, I bet this is going to be very welcome for the few months to come. And it's one where you wouldn't even need it on that long, right? You go from like mid-May, late May to like August, late August, early October when it starts getting cold.
Share a black conservative perspective.
I don't know. I imagine there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be like, who are going to say things like, you're going to pay to have this water on, but you're not going to pay to like feed homeless people or house homeless people or something. I can imagine that people would be hateful of the fact that this has happened. I I don't know. I could see it.